I started like in 8th, 7th grade, yeah. I really wanted a computer, so I was really drawn to producing and creating music, you know. Like the first time I wrote a song was when I was 12 years old. You know, it just kicked off ever since. I started learning how to sample, and then I started like really getting into the production world, so I bought Omnisphere, and Omnisphere is probably one of my favorite plugins. So I started using that, and it's just escalated ever since, man. So it is and it's not, you know, because you really got to have that ear. You got to tweak it to the point where you feel satisfied, you know. So every time I produced, I wrote songs, I never was in the comfort zone. I was doing it to the point where I was never doing it wrong anymore. You know, I grew up around delegations, temptations, you know, so that got me into the more R&B side. But as I grew older, you know, I started appreciating music and I started getting versatile, but hip hop was one of the ones that I really messed with, so. Growing up, I listened to Temptations, you know. My sister, she's the one that introduced me to it. And, you know, I'm just open, my ears are always open to like everything. I like Beethoven. I'm gonna bring my sound out when they least expect it. And once it's out there, you know, they're gonna appreciate the creativity about it. One of my favorite things about music is creating something that people enjoy, you know, something that people relate to. And everything that I say in music is true, you know, like it's 100% genuine. I would like to collab with Bad Bunny. He's a Mexican trap artist, so. Locally, Kehlani and G-Eazy, you know, I'm from Vacaville. I grew up there, so. Oh, that's Gelato.
Gelato.
Gelato. The story behind Gelato, it was, I was with one of my friends and it ended up, he was speaking while I put the beat on, and then something happened where it sounded dope. So I just wrote some stuff down and it just started going bar for bar for bar for bar. You know, and I was just like, it was a dope project because it was probably one of my quickest projects. It was like at 2 a.m., man. It was like at 2 a.m. and we were just going. The production behind that was dope. You know, we ended up recording it at Westlake, so Westlake Studios in LA. So that was a dope experience. I got to meet some dope people. I was actually speaking with one of Travis Scott and Kanye West's engineers, so.
Really?
All my songs that I write are always when I'm running.
How is that? How's your process with that?
It just happens, man. I'm running and I get this runner's high, and it's just, I'm feeling what I'm feeling. I'm just rapping about. I'm singing about, you know. Like wow. Either or, whatever genre I produce or whatever genre is provided to me, I just I go based off of what I hear, you know. So that's the inspiration that I get, guidance through the right people.
Right.
You know, so I'm letting patience do his perfect work, and I'm letting God put his people in front of me. So hopefully it goes well, man. The only thing stopping you is you, you know. Make sure to tune in with Trey Boy Productions, you know, Pristine Records, you know. SyZ, thank you for this interview. You know, I appreciate it.
Man. It's a pleasure to have you, bro. Thank you, Parish, my man, bro. Excited.
Thank you.